Wonderful. And we're going to start. I love that because I see everyone go touch their screen. Everyone gets really close to the screen. I get to see all these lovely faces. All right. We're going to start on our back because in a minute we're going to have a little kind of restful-ish in pigeon. So we just want to have a little bit of a sense of the hips being somewhat lubricated. So for now we can just lay on our back and just find comfort wherever, no special thing. You can bend the knees and allow the inside knees to fall together, or you can keep the legs straight. And then maybe this is the first time all day that you've noticed that there is breath going in and coming back out of the body, which in itself is pretty magical. Now, when you notice that the body is just on that lovely dropping down, it's probably naturally just invited the breath somewhere deeper. But maybe you encourage even more depth, even more length. All the while keeping the breath really easy. And we'll just stay here for a little bit longer and we'll just connect to our meditation. So whatever it is that we're planning to use for our meditation, we'll just kind of go to the edges of it. So it's still very fluffy. Just have a little feel in. It's like a little echo of what's to come. You're doing some cool work already, Trish. She is. And then very gently, legs a little bit wider, knees bent, just windscreen wiper with the purpose of just getting a little bit more space in the hip ready for pigeon. So don't make these too fast, allow the slowness just to open up that internal and external rotation of it. You can use that exhale at the very end of the position. Do at least 3 more of each side, really gently. Once you've done those 3 on each side, we're going to swing round to pigeon, but take loads of time, Steve. See if we keep that nice easy energy that we've cultivated. You sweep it round to pigeon. Yeah, so essentially we're going to take 3 breaths in kind of a really nice chilled pigeon, and then we'll come up for 1 breath. So if you want to pop a block underneath the bent knee bum, my block's actually a little bit too big for that. We'll do a little wedge, just going to do it. No, too simple. Melanie's got trouble again. So once the hips feel comfortable in pigeon, and don't be massively extreme in the rotation of that front hip. Yeah. And then we can just drape down and spend 3 breaths on that little drape down. So 3 inhales, 3 exhales. Sometimes it's really nice to breathe into the space between the shoulder blades as well, if that feels nice. After that 3rd breath, you can just climb up and just have a little bit more of an active pigeon. So it's a little bit more front of the body, well, a lot more front of the body. If the hands want to come off the ground and use a little bit more muscles, they can. And then just drop down again. Optional groan, depending on your day. And then once you've done those 3 breaths down there, 1 breath up. And just do that twice more on the same side in your own speed. So 3 breaths down, space between shoulder blades, and then 1 breath up, however that looks like to you. Finish that 2nd one. Very gently climb out of pigeon on that side. Maybe have a little wriggle in tabletop and then pigeon through the other side. However best to get there. So again, we're just a little bit careful with that front foot. It's more kind of tucked into the pubic bone as opposed to towards the wrist. We might wedge our butt. Yeah. And then we come down. Oh, this one needs something different. If, like me, you need something from one side different to the other, that's fine. 3 breaths. 1 breath up, and we'll do that a total of 4 times in your own speed. So I'll be quiet as you do this. And maybe on the last 1 or 2, you might just see if you can release that bent knee hip. So if you take your awareness to it, it might be that it's a little bit, it's like a little opening that happens, or an untethering, detangling. And once you've done those 4, and please don't let me speed you up, just come into tabletop, allow the hands to feel what's underneath them. Loads of time, we're not going to miss anything if you hang out in pigeon for a bit longer. Feel free to cat cow, feel free to circle, but just give the wrists a little bit of preparation so they know what's coming. So if you're on cat cow, just allow the shoulders to be a little bit further forward than the wrists, tiny, tiny bit. Really nice. And we'll just realign. Lift the back up, so we're back into a neutral position. And then all we're going to do is take 5 leg raises. Exhaling as we lift up and inhaling as it pops back down. And then on the 5th one, we're just going to take a circle. If like me, you've lost count, just go ahead and circle now. Is it 3 or is it 18 that I've done? I don't know. And then same thing other side, whichever leg hasn't had its day. Try the lifts, exhaling to lift and inhale to lower. Got that little bit of extra energy on the exhale. And once you've done that fifth one, a really nice circle, however feels best to you. Maybe one circle isn't enough and you take a couple. Your shoulders are right, Trish. Yeah. And then make your way to downward facing dog. Pardon me, push the nice. Check in with downward. So this whole flow, but one of the themes is active range of hamstring motion so that there's less resistance for our handstand hops. So we need to use less muscular effort to get the legs up. So it's like a low-hanging fruit for a handstand hop. So see how the hamstrings feel this evening. Whether they feel usual or a little bit tighter. And then just have a little bit of a bend and straighten of the legs. And as you do that, that's just going to warm up through the sole of the foot. And hopefully that will lend a little bit of space to the back line. In the air. On an exhale, come forward into a forward fold. Socks off. Yeah, inhale, flat back. Nice, half salutes at the ready. Exhaling chair. Inhale all the way up. Samastiti. Exhale. We check if the heart is still there and we give thanks if it is. Inhale, arms up, feet a little bit wide. Exhale, hopefully one of many malasanas during today. Inhale as the arms reach. Exhaling, forward fold. Two more exactly the same. Inhale, flat back. Weight is forward. Exhaling, chair into. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, snuggle into the heart. No. Inhale, arms up, feet wide. Exhaling. Really nice. Legs are wide, arms come out. Exhale, forward fold. Last one before we have a little side stretch. Inhale, flat back. Weight forward. Yeah, nice. Exhale, don't worry, chair. Inhale, lift. Exhale into the heart. Inhale, open. Exhaling, Malasana. Wonderful. Inhale, arms, maybe even arms by the ears. See how the back feels. If that collapses the knees in, just be aware. So kind of keep the knees wide as the arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, this time all the way up. Abs. Exhale, sideways stretch. Inhale to center, two more, then we take a twist. Exhale, side. Inhale, center. Exhale, side. Inhale, stay here. On an exhale, just an easy twist, wherever you want to go. Yep. Take the arms up. Exhale, other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one, exhale. In. Exhale, easy twist. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, refold all the way down, forward fold. All right, first of our little flows. Inhale as we pause. Exhale, straight back, high lunge. Everyone's like, what? Straight back to high lunge? Inhale as the arms grace the ears. Exhale as the knee comes down. Go easy on the feet. Yeah. Poor Melanie. She's off her mat. Her mat has been commandeered. It's not, unfortunately, yeah, it's not available. She has about 3 inches of carpet, very best. Take the arms down, knee down back. All right. Think about that space that we breathed into when we were doing pigeon, and we're going to find plank, and we're just going to breathe around and then hollow. So it becomes like the top of a cat-cow without the hips. If it doesn't really work or it doesn't feel that there's that much movement, that's fine. Keep the breath into it. So it's a little scapular push. Shoulder blades. Last one. Oh, and then you can roll down all the way onto your belly. Oh, this is the first time you've been on your belly. Again, just allow the belly to feel grounded. Wait for the inhale to lift you up to locust. And allow the exhale to pop you back down. Inhale as the hands come underneath the shoulders. Exhale, push all the way back up. Oh gosh, that really made me jump, so sorry. He's come to attack me. It's Monday night, obviously, isn't it? Monday night attacking night. Yep. No other night, just Monday. You can bugger off. I love you, but you can bugger off. One decent hop. So set the gaze, set the hands. That'll be a decent one. Just one. Yeah, no more. I wasn't tempted. From here, right leg comes up, 3-legged. Exhale, shoot it through, straight to warrior one. That means back heel landed. Yeah, really nice. Open up warrior two. Bring it back warrior one. And then exhale, forward fold. Nice, same thing other side. Inhale to pause. Exhale, left leg back. High lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, knee drops down. Inhale, hands forward, knee back. Yeah, set it up because we know we're here for a while, so make sure it makes sense. Follow around as you exhale, and as you inhale, let the shoulder blades come together. Exhale. Inhale. So you're really using the arms to get that protraction and retraction. Last one. And then drop all the way down onto your belly. Really nice. Come up into locust. I'm going to see if Mike is available because I don't want to be attacked. When you're finished in locust, drop down, do another locust, and then come up to downward facing dog. Right, once you're in down dog, we're safe. Nice. Take one hop in down dog. One decent one, step your dristy. Yeah, you just won't leave me alone. You just keep on tapping. Effort tapping. Once you've done that hop, 3-legged. And then left leg forward, warrior one. Heel is on the ground. Yeah. Exhale into warrior two. That's such a nice transition. Inhale, spin the hips forward back to warrior one. Exhale, fly forward, forward fold. Really nice. First flow done. We're adding on. Inhale, flat back. Give ourselves a little reward of a half salute. Exhale, chair. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, shimmy on down. Inhale all the way. Adjust the feet with your malasana. All I can see is Charlie's butt, and I'm really here for it. The last. Charlie, if you can just stand a little bit more on the 2 front legs, that's better. That's nice. Exhale. Forward pass. Inhale to pause. Slightly different, but with the same elements. Exhale. Right leg back. High lunge. Inhale, arms. Ooh. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, pop back up. Exhale, down facing. Really nice. I actually have messed up the flow already. So from here, step back, left foot forward, right foot back. So we stayed where we were, into a lunge. Yeah. I'm blaming Charlie's butt. All right, so we've done our lift and lower. We're back to our lunge. From here, this is when we come into warrior 3. Blocks either side of that front foot so you've got more space to play with. Just like when we were in tabletop, same thing but in warrior 3. Come up to Virabhadrasana 3. Yep. And then lift and lower the floaty leg 5 times, just like in tabletop. The block should give you the ability not to round your back. Checking them out. So it looks a tiny, but I can't see angles. Oh no, you're good, you are good. Yeah. Once you've done that 5th one, just like we did in tabletop, have a little knee circle. Beautiful. And then land it back. High lunge. That's, yeah, really nice. On an exhale, turn to face the long edge of your mat. Drop down, wide leg forward, fold with back, flexed forward, straight, you choose. Here we're going to spin to the back edge of our mat. Walk the hands, spin the feet until we get to the back edge of our mat. Yeah. Land the knee. We're going to alternate from low lunge, plenty of time to half splits. So you're facing, yep. So all we're going to do is low lunge here and then straighten up the leg. That's all we're going to do. We're facing something random. So half splits, half Anamanasana and low lunge. You might want to exhale as you half split and inhale to come up. Check them out. Yeah. Nice. Good. I reckon you can do that without the blocks, Elaine. So use that front foot. Yeah, really nice. Yeah. Do 2 more of each. Really digging in that front heel in that half split. Really digging in. And once you've done that 2nd one and you're in high or low lunge rather, you can tuck the back toe if it's available. Lift back up. Wide leg forward fold. Plenty of time. I know I did that quite speedily. And then come on back. Downward facing. Okay. Inhale, knee up or knee down plank. This time your choice. Those same little scapular pushes. Exhale, round. Inhale, shoulders retract. Exhale. It's almost like a massage if it didn't feel so absolutely hideous. Yeah. Last one. And then drop it all the way down onto your belly. Locust or cobra. Everyone knows where I'm going to be. Drop down on the exhale. Inhale as the hands reposition, fingers really powerful. Exhale, push back nice and slow. Downward facing dog. 3 hops here. Taking your time, setting your gaze, really finding the hands. Yes, Melanie. Oh, nice, Sammy. Good, Louise. Bit more bounce and standing leg. Yeah. Woo. Once you've done that 3rd one, nice. Oh, I'm loving those donkey kicks, Trish. They've just gone flying. 3-legged dog with that right leg back up. Exhale, warrior 1. Drop the heel, raise the arms on the inhale if you haven't already. Exhale, open the hips. Warrior 2. Inhale, hips forward, arms up. Warrior 1. Exhale, we fly into our forward fold. Lovely. Inhale, we take a little pause, preparing for exactly the same thing other side. Exhale, left leg back, high lunge. Inhale, we sweep the arms up. Maybe we give them a little bit more width. Exhale, we drop them down. If, like me, as you drop them down, if you've noticed that you just chuck the block somewhere, you might repurpose them to the front of your mat. Yeah. Now we know who the organised people are. Inhale, lift up. Oh, I've fallen up. Exhale, warrior 3. On your blocks. Get the back so that it's straight. 5 lifts and lower of that floaty leg. Yeah, it's really nice. Nice. Good. It's a good length there, Louise. Really nice. Once you've done that fifth one, lovely enjoyable circle. Oh, feels nice. And then land back safely, slowly. Island. Inhale as the arms go back by the ears. Exhale, return to face the other edge, long edge. A brief little fold should you require. And then walk to the back of your mat once again. This time with the left leg. Yes. Same thing, low lunge, nice Abby. And then just alternate low lunge, half splits. If you can, keep that foot really active. And we try and come away from the blocks. So we use a few more muscles to keep us stable. Back does not flex in any position. Yes, so Melanie, come up a little bit more. So let it be the hips that bend rather than the back. Yeah, loving that. Sorry, I got really excited. That sounded really slightly dodgy. No, just oh, I can't concentrate now. Nice. Really nice. And then spin it back. So from low lunge, that's the happier place. Yeah, you can lift up that back knee. Maneuver those wonderful feet. You're back in that wide leg. And then back to the front of your mat. Nice. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale. You might have had enough of planks, so up to you. Take a top or plank. Either way, scapular presses. It's all about movement through that middle of the spine. Do one more. And then fall onto your belly. Oh, have a little rest. Feel the belly push into the ground as you breathe. And then a little suction of the ground as you exhale. Inhale as the hands come underneath the face. And exhale. Out of the Svanasana. If you want to, you might be saying, I've done that. I'm done. 3 hops, maybe. Drishti is really firm, hands are really firm. We've got a little bit more space now in that back line. We should be able to find a really nice line. Yes, really nice and then. We're looking really, really very good. Draw the belly in, keep the belly really, really in. That last one was a little bit back bending. From here, inhale, right leg, left leg up, connected. Exhale, shoot it through. Warrior one legs. Inhale, warrior one, arms. Outfit changes. Exhale, warrior two. Oh. Inhale, warrior one. Okay. Exhale, all the way down, forward fold. Really, really nice. That's our second flow done. Gets a little bit less flowy. A little bit more staccato now, but we can deal with it. Let's give ourselves a little treat, half salute. Inhale, flat back. Weight forward, toes are grippy. Exhale, weight back. Chair pose. Inhale from the floor all the way up. Exhale. Muscle in heart center. Oh. Inhale, spread the arms. Exhale, forward fold or malasana. Yeah, if it was interesting to have the arms by the ears, go for it, but keep the legs wide. And then exhale forward. All right, quite a lot going on here. Inhale all the way up to stand. Exhale, drop the hands into the heart center. All right, we're going to come into bent knee balance with a twist and then land in side angle. So make sure you feel that you've got enough space. Right leg stays down, left knee comes up. Bent knee balance. You know what, all that little shoulder roll just settles me. Once you've had that shoulder roll, you notice that, yeah, you can be a little bit wobbly, but still be stable. Have a twist, a closed twist, and then go towards that bent left. Lovely. Maybe this back hand reaches towards the back of the mat. Once then, maybe follow that with your gaze. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And it's not allowed this. It's been locked out. Once you do that, and it was playing the door, it's so cute. Once you do that, step it back, side angle. That left leg is going to go back, left heel on the ground. Yeah, really nice. Circle the spare arm a couple of times for brackets. Don't even think about it. Okay, don't even think about it. From there, arms by the ears. Little pulses up and down. So torso going closer and further away from that front leg. Inhale as we lift up and exhale to come down. You're a little bugger. What is it about Monday? I'm picking you up. That's it. All right. Once you've done those little lifts, I have no idea what comes next. Let me look at my plan. Yes, I do. From here, downward facing dog. Okay. Inhale, we revisit our tiger from last week. So we're in downward facing dog, Trish, with the right leg up. Exhale, tiger. Inhale, through the leg. This face is so cute. Exhale, tiger. Inhale, three-legged. All right. Exhale, tiger, and hold here. In our tiger, we're going to drop the bent knee a little bit closer to the ground, and then pick it back up and round. Drop the bent knee, pick it back up and round. Nice, Trish, really nice. Last one. From here, foot comes back, knees drop down. We have a little bit of a rest before we come into a longer held dolphin. Catch your breath. It's like comedy, isn't this? No other time. No other time. Not on Saturday, not on Sunday. Monday's a night. Monday's attacking night. It's like he's got his little diary out. He's writing it in. Monday, yoga, attack journal. And then he ticks it off. That's done for the week. That's done. Great. Right. One more full breath. If you have a favourite place to breathe, then breathe into them. That must sound such a funny phrase if you haven't done a breathing practice. If you have a favourite place to breathe into, breathe. Okay. And then gently forearms to the ground, thumb up, dolphin. We're going to be here for a little bit of time. It's probably around the 5 breath mark. Up to you how far the feet are away from your elbows. Yeah. Elbows are really pushing in. So all of those work retracting and contracting the shoulder blades now kind of comes into the zone. If you want it to be totally still, great. If you want a little bit moving through the feet, equally great. Last 2 breaths. And we're just going to come into a little back bend. Very slowly, totally control, drop the knees. Nice. And just make your way either onto your belly into Sphinx, or maybe a cat-cow, whatever sounds best to you. Just undo it. Yeah, up dog as well. Okie dokie. Almost at the end of our flow. So we've got 3 hops, and then we've got some really, really slow and controlled hopping techniques. So we're not going to leave the ground, but it's going to feel quite intense. So when you're ready, come back up to down dog. If you want to hop in dolphin, which you haven't done for a while, but we've now prepped for it, go for it. But be warned, you're much closer to the ground in dolphin. So you might want to get a little bit closer to the wall because you're very much likely to go a little, yes. Yes, as Melanie just found out. The body is so amazing, it gets used to it and it puts the same amount of power, and then so you're either hopping with or hopping and dolphin, either way. 3, nice. Okay. Nice. if you feel too tired, it's done, you know. So Trish, I think have a rest. Yeah, you know, your body's it's knackered. Just do it nice, Sammy, really nice. Almost like that. Lovely. And then draw the belly in. Squeeze the bum, draw the belly in. Squeeze the bum. Really. And you can drop it down. When everyone's ready, so in our own time, I'm going to come onto our back and we're just going to do a little bit of core drill before we do that slow and controlled hop. So one leg at a time comes down when you're ready. Something really controlled. Tuck it in. Good. All right. Do you mind moving off of my hamstrings? I know you're trying to give me extra power. Okay. What you haven't done for a while? Half boat. Everyone's favourite. If half boat at all feels too much, you can come into normal boat and just lift and lower the legs. Otherwise, half boat here. And we're just going to stir the feet and maybe stir the wrists. So just distracts us from the hideousness of half boat. Yeah, a little bit lower there, Melanie, if it feels all right. Only if it feels all right in the back though, because that's quite a lot of work for your back as well. Last breath. Just stir the head a little bit as well, Sammy. Tiny bit, and then done. Done. Ooh, flip on over. Last little bit, I promise. And then we've just got to do it all again. All we're going to do is we're going to work on the motion. We're going to work on our drishti, on our gaze. We're going to work on the standing leg and how much bounce and how much spring it needs. And we're going to work on the action of rocking. So we come into a down dog with the right leg up. And we look forward, that's where we want to go. You bend the left knee, check out the left knee, check out the bend in the left ankle. Just have a look. And then we once again look forward, straighten everything up and lean forward. And then we lean back, look at our foot, re-bend the knee. Re-straighten up, inhale, look forward, lean forward. Exhale, come back down, re-bend. Yeah. So yeah, good. So we're checking really nice. So when we come forward, we're still in that hot position, so it hasn't denigrated into a plank. That's the right way. Yeah. And then you can gently rest that foot. Crawl forward. You probably don't want to see a down dog ever again. Maybe you come up into a forward fold from a high lunge, a low lunge rather. Maybe you jump up from here. No, but you know I can do it. I won't demo, but you know I can do it. Okay. So let's just have a little hand. Nice one. Oh, maybe massage the temples in the third eye. Maybe you stand and massage the temple in the third eye. Maybe massage the head. Maybe there's no massage there. You have another being with you, and you give them a little massage. Yeah? Is that what you're trying to do with your teeth? Very nice. I see what you're doing, and I'm not allowing it. From here, when you're ready, we're going to come to stand. We come to stand. All right. Left leg down, right leg up. I mean, this is like a challenge. Don't you yell at me. I feel like it's a bullfight. All right. Left leg down, right leg up. Perfect. Have a little shoulder circle. Nice. When you feel steady, take a twist towards the bent leg. So it's a closed with both arms. That's it. Towards the bent leg, Melanie. Closed twist. That's it. That spare arm behind you maybe extends towards the back of your back. It's like a guiding arrow. And then maybe you turn your head, your nose towards that back. Really challenging the nose. And then gently return back to center and think about landing a side angle. So take your time. You almost travel through a warrior 3. Turn the hips open and land the back heel. Lovely. Travel a little bit closer to that front foot, the front leg rather. Top arm circles. Enjoy those. Nice. All right. Maybe you stay with that, or arms by the ears. A little bit lower on the exhale and a little bit higher on the inhale. A little bit lower, a little bit higher. Use the feet. Really use the feet. So feel the power that comes through as you press the feet into the ground. Don't change where the leg is. Yes. Last one of each. If you need to straighten up for a minute, go for it. And then land the hands, one either side, runners, runners. Exhaling down, the body. From down dog, inhale, left leg comes up. Three-legged. We're ready for our tiger. Exhaling, tiger. Inhale. Exhale, tiger. Inhale, three-legged. Last one, then we're going to hold our tiger. Once you feel steady in your tiger, diamond round, and then drop the leg down. So we're hugging the leg really in, rounding the back, and then dropping it down. Exhale. Let's check these out. Yeah, really lovely. Last one. And then drop down. Drop down, everything rests. You might want to come up and just raise the head. We can kind of, oh God. Might want to stay. But either way, we just recalibrate the breath. Once again, if you have a favorite place to breathe in, just remember it and allow the breath to expand out and attract them. Everyone looks so peaceful. I'm loath to carry on with this last bit. If you are ready, I mean, we're kind of past the 7 o'clock mark and you want half an hour for restorative and a big chunk of meditation, that would be a wise, wonderful move. Otherwise, elbows come down and we're in a fairly long dog. Yep. We have a little check-in of our dolphin. Because we're here for a little bit of time, we just set the position as comfortable. So we choose whether the feet are closer or further away to our elbows. And then we choose whether we want stillness or whether we want a little bit of movement through our can't remember what that's called this time. No one cares because it's so good. Keep pressing the elbows down, really down, and then find a little bit of lift through the pelvic floor. So there's some space there too. One last breath. And then as you exhale, you might even sigh it out, really slowly land the knees. And then either stay low or come up high. Just once again, recalibrate the breath. You might want to circle the shoulders. That I've done a lot today. Okay. We've got some hops, we've got our little core work, and then we've got our lean forward back. After that, we'll have a rest, and then we're really, really ready to go for the replay. Really ready to go. When you're ready, 3 hops, standard, don't think about it, something fun. Set the hands, you might want a little bit of external rotation through the hands, time a bit. Which essentially means that the fingers are coming closer to the edges of the hand. Nice. Oh, we're against the wall already. And then once you've done those dolphin hops or fingers down hops, come onto your back. ready for those hard legs. So sacrum is on the ground, lower back is on the ground, and everything else is off. And then we might stir through ankles and feet, we might stir through arms and wrists. If, like me, your neck really works, it's trying to support the weight of your head, just give it a little bit of a turn so it's not working through the same place. And then rest. Oh. Oh. Maybe have a little tap through the belly. Oh, yum. Okay. Last thing. Three-legged dog. In that three-legged dog, we look forward. That's where we want to go. We re-bend the right knee and we see the ankles bending as well. So the knee is bending, the ankles bending. There's that real low to spring. And then we straighten up as we fly forward. Keep the butt high. Re-bend. Straighten up and fly forward. Yeah. So we're looking at the amount of bend. We're looking at our drishti. And we're looking at that strength coming forward. Yes, good, Melanie. Really nice. Good. Lovely. Tiny bit slower, Louise. Tiny bit slower. So when you come forward, if you like, nope, it's right at the end of class. Your shoulders are right. Yeah. Once you've done that last one, have a rest. I wish I could sit down, but I'm going to be attacked. Okay. And then decide where you want to take practice. We have done a lot, which in one way means we're prepped for wall work. Really, really prepped. Everything is done. Length, strength, mobility, drishti, kind of everything. In another way, we might be done. We might be done as in that's enough energy. It's the end of the day on a Monday. So totally your choice. Maybe you spend this couple of minutes that you would wall working, getting a hot water bottle ready for meditation. In fact, that's what I'm going to request now. It's a hot water bottle. Melanie, can you do me a hot water bottle, please? Fabulous. This is right on it. Right on it. So just set up for your wall stuff. Don't do anything yet until I can see. Get your wall work stuff. Don't set up. All right. Oh, nice. I'm here when you're ready to go. Yes. All right. Push the elbows into the ground. Really push. Squeeze the bum. Lift the feet up. Good. Oh, nice leg. Ooh. That was a good couple of seconds up there. You could have done longer as well. Just the scarediness went, holy crap, I'm in the air. Nice, Sammy, really nice. All right, squeeze the bum. Draw the rib cage in, hollow, hollow, hollow. Yeah, hollow for you as well, Melanie. Bum squeezes, belly button draws in. Or you mean, well, actually, I wouldn't say do this now, but you're powerful enough normal in your back that you can allow a little bit of back bend in. But I would say not to do that now because it's probably the worst thing you could do for your back. If this is your last one, then come down. If you want another one, it's there, but just know that it tends to get kind of less and less effective. Now is a good time to start putting on those layers. Maybe asking someone for a cup of tea, making sure you've got enough water. And maybe before we do any restorative, you just have a little rest so you can more feel into the body. That sentence wasn't absolutely accurate, but hopefully the meaning was conveyed. Once you have everything you need for comfort, if you're already laying down and the upper body is feeling okay, then maybe it doesn't need it. But do make sure that you've moved the shoulders and the elbows, and there's no warmth or kind of sore areas or anything that just, you know, it needs a little bit of something. If it does need something, your options are self-massage. And I remind you, I know this all the time, but you can get in there and also stretch. So it doesn't have to be one or the other. So for instance, if we really like this stretch, which is for the back of the delt, maybe we take our hand to that delt, loosen it off, and then take it across, and then come back. Cool. Same thing with the front. Maybe we get into the front delt and then just take the arm behind as it stretches out. You want a little bit of external rotation for it. We'll roll the shoulder out. So there's more space between the arm and the chest. Basically, if something feels really good at massage, at some point you get to the troublesome traps. This is when kind of everyone does those grimaces. Massage might be enough, or you might add that little head tilt, just to stretch the trap out, the upper traps out. I'm adding a little head circle because for today that feels really amazing. Actually. And when you're ready for side 2, just have a little check in of what you've already done on that side number 1, and one would hope. That sounds so posh. One would hope. We'd hope that side 1 feels significantly different from side 2. That hot water bottle was filled with love. Not, not grouchy at all. Just as we're doing side 2, just have a little check that you've got everything you need around you. That might be blankets and bolsters. That might mean that you change your playlist, you turn off lights, but anything you need to do now, meditation is done, so those thoughts don't creep in like little naughty puppies. When you feel ready to dive onto your back, turn off some lights, change your playlist. As usual on a Monday, wherever you want to be restorative, we've got about 5 minutes, which is a nice amount of time for restorative. You might want to revisit pigeon and check A, how it feels, and B, how we can make it a bit more restful. Maybe you take pigeon on its back. Yeah, like a lot of you are doing. Maybe it's a little pigeon rock, so maybe you can rock on your hips from left to right. Maybe it's just nice just to do nothing. Don't forget, it's a little pigeon on your back. You always hug the leg that is on the floor into it. It's going to create a little bit more stretch for up to you. You might want to take a really restful twist. Maybe even thread the needle. Minutes left, so stay about halfway for us. Trying to have a good 7 or 8 minutes of meditation. Just that. If you want to start meditation now, you probably feel already like setting everything up. Sometimes the blanket over the shoulders, especially when it's cold, is just a bit more comfortable. Now, whenever we are, we're just trying to get a little bit more rest or whatever position we find ourselves in. So we might feel really comfortable. The body scan, you might notice there's an area still really trying to look after you. It's really trying to keep you safe. If you find that area, maybe you can encourage it just to soften. And just allow people. All things about meditation that are not already. Breathe very gently. You can either stay in Shavasana and I've got a hot water bottle ready to just gather it to you. Allow the body to be as comfortable as you possibly can. Finding position really works, but knowing you can adjust at any point. Or it might be that you might not into a seat. And it's to be supported by blocks or a bolster. Just finding lift in the body. We can catch that meditation. As you should time the mind as well. Trying to keep us safe and protected within this job. Wonderful. Just reminded that we're doing something different today. Softly and gently. And to come out of meditation. Starting to practice. Those movements comes up mouth feeling growing. So slowly, gently, safe position. I just notice right now, it's the best of your ability just to accept that feeling. You're not already in an upright position, take the time to get there. If you're already there, you might stir the shoulders, allow the shoulder blades to spill down your back, over the head, circles, maybe the wrists get in the action. At some point, offer up the arms to the sky. And then feel the pull from the ground, down through the sky. Feel the pull from there. Hands up, arms up. Exhaling into the heart. Incredible friends. Thank you for sharing your Monday evening with me. I'm going to take the recording off now.